Welcome, fellow bookworms, to Tibra's Den. My name is Whitney, and today we are doing a bookshelf tour. So we're gonna just jump right into it. This bookshelf is kind of still a work in progress. This is kind of all the extra books, so definitely need to do some more work. But up top there, we have the collection of Dean Koontz that I have. Those were all gifted to me by my sister. Originally, these first top two shelves had Danielle Steel, but I decided to move her today, so she's all moved, and this is where I put these books for now. Like I said, I still need to kind of organize it. Sorry for the shaky camera and everything. I'm just using my phone as I take you through here. So again, Dean Koontz, and then farther down we just have some more thriller type books. So we have James Patterson, Stephen King, Lisa Jackson, and then the Harry Potter books. They were on my main shelf because they are books that I really enjoy and I like to reread, so I like to have handy. But I needed room, so I decided to put them over here. There's not room on my kids' shelves, and that shelf's not quite as handy anyway. And then the Enchanted Forest Chronicles, those were gifted to me by my husband. They are so cute. If you like fairy tales and dragons, you would really enjoy those books. Like, they are aimed for kids, but they're just really enjoyable books. Nice, easy reads, and just fun. So I would recommend those. They're handy as well. I would like to read those sometime soon. And then this next shelf, I have Jackie Collins there in the back. Those are some of my mom's favorite books by her. Jackie Collins is my mom's favorite author. She doesn't read a whole lot, so even in her younger years she didn't read a whole lot, but she really enjoyed Jackie Collins. And then behind this set of Laurel K. Hamilton books, there's also another series. These are all the Anita Blake series, and then her other series is behind there. My husband has some of the other series as well. And then, this is the Anita Blake series. And so there's several books that my husband had of hers. And then farther down here, there's some different authors in the back. There's R.A. Salvatore, Dennis L. McKiernan, I want to say, and then some others, and then some just random collection of authors on this side. And then he has a bunch of Terry Goodkind books and Brian Jacques books. And we are going to be reading both of those on our series Saturday. We're eventually going to get to those. I would really like to read them. But those are all my husband's books. And then on this bottom shelf, it's not full, but there is again some books from my husband's collection. And so eventually we'll probably try to read those as well. And then I'm also putting the books I want to keep, but I don't really have a place for right now. I'm just setting those down there. And then we're just going to slide on over here. And so this is essentially my to be read and my weekly read bookshelf. So a little sneak preview of what's coming up. I also have some of the children's books I've gotten recently, and then some of my husband's books that didn't really fit in anywhere else. I just have sitting over here because there's plenty of room. I make my way through this pile before it ever gets full, and I add more to it. And then down here, some of these books I have read, some of them I have not, but they're all books I want to do for our weekly read. And then all the way on the bottom are a bunch of books I got. Some of them I did buy, like some of the Catherine Anderson books I did buy. They caught my attention. But a lot of the other ones were either gifted, or some of them I was part of one of those things where you pay so much and you have to get a certain number of books. And a lot of times they just send you stuff and you don't necessarily get a choice. So that's what a lot of those books are. So we definitely want to go through them. I'm going to come right over here past the Marley dog. He's just chilling. And over here, this little bookshelf is on top here. I have a lot of classic books and then a lot of older books. So the Bobbsey twins, my stepdad gave to me, along with the Dragon Riders of Pern series, and the Little House on the Prairie books were actually my sister's, and I'm missing 2 of these, so I have to get 2 to finish that off. And then I have books that I want to read for my series reads or as book of the month. Minus the Twilight series, they're just back there because it was handy to put them there, but we're not going to be reading those. So, and then I have all my childhood books on this shelf. Some of them are nonfiction, but relate to animals. So they're not really for children, but I enjoyed them anyway. I was like preteen, teen when I read those. And then down at the very bottom is just all kind of stacked up. Those are like educational books and things like that. We have an Anya now too, chewing on her feet. She needs a bath. So, and then this is my main bookshelf as Anya throws stuff down. So we have all my Nora Roberts books. These ones are kind of organized. They start off in alphabetical order, but they don't stay that way because then there's some series. So it's kind of alphabetical, but not really on the main portion of like the standalone hardcover books. And then we kind of move down to, these ones aren't really hardcover, but they're bigger than your typical paperback. These ones are hardcover. These are the Bride Quartet books, but they're slightly smaller than like the other hardcover books. And so just kind of organize them that way by size, but also together in like their series or trilogy or duology, whatever the case may be. She does a lot of trilogies, and she also does a lot of family-based books. So like we have all the McGregor books here, and you can see there's a lot of them, and there's normally like 2 stories in each book. So a lot of those, and then just some more that go together. And then we start moving into the standalone paperbacks, and those are just kind of put in there. And then my one lonely J.D. Robb book, and then I have Iris Johansson down here, V.C. Andrews, and then the Jim Butcher, the Dresden Files series. And the bottom 2 shelves are all Danielle Steel. These were the ones my grandma just gifted to me, and you can see they're packed full. All the paperbacks are double stacked, so there's books behind them as well. So these ones are double stacked. These 4 books here are actually duplicates, so I'll be giving those away. And then I ran out of room, and so I just put these 2 in front. I just like the covers on those, so that's why I put them there. And yeah, they started to do them by order of publication, but then I just started putting them in there, so they're not fully organized. They're just kind of put in there, but quite the collection that she gave me there. I'm going to go ahead and leave you here. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I do have one other bookshelf I'm not going to show you. It's a huge mess out there, but it's just all my like educational books related to like dog training or like veterinary assistant and things like that. But I'm going to leave you here. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Happy reading, everyone. Bye.